From the West Side, this is The Greg Show, starring Gregory Struss. I am Scotty-Joe Vegas, inviting you to stay tuned for the next 30 minutes, because you will meet and hear the music of P-Bone and Donuts, plus many more surprises. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the man in the middle who's paying for the shindig, Harrison Cooper's other blow-up doll. Ladies and gentlemen, Gregory Struss!
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome back to The Greg Show. I am Greg, your host. I know this because I was voted in from the Enclave. Thank you. The Enclave. Have you ever been to an Enclave?
What is an enclave?
What is the Enclave is where all the... I don't even understand. Like, there's a new pope.
They're just men.
Yeah, but they vote in the new pope.
Yes.
Which I hope works out. I think he's going to be making an appearance on...
Donahue?
No, he's going to be making an
Mike
appearance
Douglas.
on American Idol.
American Idol, really? That's fantastic.
The Enclave, remember that. Thank you. All right. Barbara Walters has returned to The View after claiming that a young actor gave her the chicken pox.
Really?
Yes. Unfortunately for Barbara, anybody younger than her is chicken.
Do you know I find her
Yes.
attractive in a weird way, like on the couch?
I don't know. If you take a look at Barbara Walters from like the 1980s, she looks totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could have been like on The Mob.
I bet you she was hairier back then.
Is that what it was?
I'm serious. Because like when I look at her, I'm like...
Joy Behar is leaving The View. Did you know that? So is
Yay!
Elizabeth Hasselbeck.
I'll say yay.
Yeah, they're running out of a shortage of overweight, opinionated white women.
Wow.
Yeah, they might want to try some African Americans. Good luck on that. All right, Hugo Chavez has died. How many of you know that?
I love Hugo Chavez.
At one point, he said that President George W. Bush was the devil.
Really?
Yeah, and he was friends with Sean Penn, too. So.
Did you know that he was a horse player? He
No.
loved the horses.
Yeah, I don't know. Sitco.
They're not putting the camera on me. It's fine. I'll just sit here. Fine.
Bob's doing his stuff.
Check 2, check 3.
Anyway, as usual, the new pope will be against all that is gay, because usually the Catholic Church is against all that is gay. This, of course, coming from a man who's wearing a white gown surrounded by Swedish guards. So it's one of those things. Anyway, we have a good show tonight.
So are you saying that was gay, the Catholic Church? Is that what you were trying to say?
The young Swiss guards, yes.
The young Swiss guards, not old guys.
We're free-forming it tonight. I kind of like this
Yes, it's
feel.
free. It's
Yeah,
free.
It's free.
It's like Goodwill.
You still have to pay for... See, people have to pay to see us. Even though we're on Channel 19, people still have to pay
That's
to see
true.
us.
You're-
That little box on the top?
You're right on the coattails of that.
Yes, of course. Scott always had a bit back in the day where you said, yeah, you know that box on top? And I said, leave your girlfriend out of this.
Oh,
Yeah.
it
Thank
was
you.
a very small box.
Tell us about P-Bone and the Donuts.
They were fantastic. I mean,
No, they haven't played yet.
They haven't played yet. They're great. They're upcoming. I'm hot. I got grease on me. I got a Baconator face.
So here we are before the show, out here at NBC Comcast in beautiful Elmhurst.
Elmhurst.
And Scott's like drinking one of these energy drinks, and I said, "What are you doing?" And you said
Nobody
you needed
lately.
to get something. You said you needed to get something going, and I'm like, I thought it was exciting enough to be here, to begin with. So
When you are fire, sometimes you need a spark.
of course,
That's it. Look how red my face is. Good
I
Lord.
don't know. I'm telling you, and your hair is green.
I'm going to be, well, it's red for St. Patrick's Day.
Red for St. Patrick's Day.
As well as the downstairs Bowery.
All right, a little too much information on that.
Maybe so. For
Anyway,
you.
P-Bone
Kidding.
and the donuts are here. We also have some other surprises, I believe. We always have some surprises.
We got some surprises and comments.
And I was really hoping, I was talking to Bob before, Bob's our director, I was talking to him before the show,
cool.
and I said if we reach a dead point tonight, we ought to run, which is on that tape, a piece of Dan Schmidt's shtick that was cut out of last show.
That's true.
He had like these flashcards with the people from,
Yep.
I don't know if any of you know, but Dan Schmidt hosts a show on the network here as well as on YouTube, and he had some shtick with trading cards or something.
He's a moustacher.
Yeah, I think we'll play that some other time. Anyway, I am Greg, this is The Greg Show, and we are reinventing television from the west side of Chicago and beyond, and we'll be back in just a moment.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, yeah!
Okay.
basically.
What did you think about what that Star Trek guy that said, was it William Shatner that said, "Get a life"?
Didn't I say to replace her? Well, yeah, okay. This camera is on my bad side. You are so fired, mister.
Okay,
you are so fired.
It's okay. What is the difference here between Star Trek Memories from William Shatner and Star Trek Movie Memories?
This one paid for the house in Florida. This one paid for the house in California.
I was going to say, do you know if he was wearing a toupee on the original version of, the original Star Trek? Okay, we have before and after.
Well, read the book, man. If I'm going to take the time to read the book, you think I'm just going to... Okay, these two guys do not like each other.
Why is that? Because he has a better hairline?
Because this guy thinks that he was in charge, and this guy really... It's kind of like us, you say.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we are back and welcome. Thank you.
All right!
Pat Heffer used to do a show from the studio.
You mean Sheffer?
I beg your pardon?
Sheffer?
Oh, Sheffer, Pat Sheffer.
Okay.
All right, so she used to do the show. It was on Continental Cable forever. And it was on live 5:30 to 6:30 every day. Mm-hmm. And she did, I don't even know how many thousands of shows that they did. So she was a lovely lady. She came on every day, 5:30 in the afternoon. She said, "I'm so delighted to join us." And meanwhile, behind the scenes, I think she's butchering the cows and serving steak. I would have loved to have seen, she was like just too pleasant on camera.
Yes.
Like me. And then behind the scenes, I think she was like busy, telling everybody exactly what it was.
So you had deranged thoughts of her. That's nice.
Yes, but she was a very, I never met her. I know that she was doing pledge breaks for a while, but she had, like when I thought of this studio, there's two people that came to my mind. Bill Wilt was here forever, and then Sheffer, she was here forever. I don't know why I keep saying that. Anyway, you can get and watch The Greg Show on YouTube now.
YouTube, yeah, eh?
And I really don't know what the address is. You do a little search and you put Greg Struss in there.
When I get my hair cut, as you see, I tell the ladies, I'm like, it's under Greg Struss, Struss. Go to YouTube, look for the pale white man, click on, see some Scotty-Joe Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
So anyway, we were working out of this studio back in the day.
The Tug Cells.
And he was, and he brought up something in between the break about this guy that used to work on the show, and he worked for the cable company. So Brian would always do should we say his name or should we say someone else?
Let's give out a fake name.
Okay.
Brian Smith.
So Brian Smith he worked all day.
Yep, he was a hard-working guy.
He was a hard-working guy.
He was a cable installer.
Can I
get light 4? Get light 4.
So we would go out after the show.
Jessica
back in
was
the day.
Jessica, wasn't it?
I don't know, but he would bring his daughter. His daughter had to be about,
5.
22. No, she was about 8 years old.
Okay.
And in the middle of the show, she would always walk in front of the camera.
Yeah.
She would walk, and then people would say, "Who is that?" So
that's Gary's child.
So we would go out afterwards. I'll buy a round of beer.
Go buy some beer. We'll have a pitcher of beer, good beer.
Yeah. So anyway, being on YouTube, as well as the big network out here on Comcast, NBC Comcast now, somebody said you ought to get a peacock, and I said my grandma passed away. She was a peacock, and she preened like one too.
People adored peacocks before, but they're not so popular right now.
They're a very mean bird.
Yes. Dirty bird. Dirty South.
What do? They usually show their plumage, and then they preen.
Yes, they're like...
And it's like when you preen, you're trying to show who's badder than the other person.
Yes.
Right?
Go to 111th Street, go down there and see the peacocks where my grandpa's buried, and you'll see
No,
the
but
peacock.
I'm saying my grandmother, Venus Struss, was a peacock. Her last name was Peacock. Peacock was a very popular German name.
We lost our studio audience.
Yes, I'm sure they did.
It's okay.
What else is going on? Now, you've been, we have the new Pope,
We have the new Pope.
and it's kind of like the new Coke,
Yep.
and I'm hoping it works out. The new Coke never worked out, but I hope the new Pope works.
If I was Filipino, I'd be mad because you have a Polish Pope, you have an Italian Pope, you got a Spanish Pope. How about a Filipino Pope? It's tough to say.
But he's from the Americas. It's and the only reason I know what the Americas are is because Sinatra gave a great concert there back in the day from the Americas, and I'm like, okay, where is this? So I believe he's from Latin America.
Yes.
So that's the Americas.
Yes.
Now, is it South America, North America? Is it like that area where everything kind of meets?
I think if me being dyslexic and Polish, I'd say he's from Spain, somewhere around there, Portugal. That's what I'd say.
Okay.
So, things are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you think the Pope will be on Facebook and people will be liking him or not?
I think he'll be in chat rooms, but I don't think he'll be at Facebook. He looks a little, but he looks creepy to me, like German creepy.
But he's from Latin America, and
So they're supposed to give him a pass card. Hey,
No, but I mean,
look at us. They should have a pope every 4 years, like the election, and then that would work the Catholic Church, right? Mm-hmm. This week on David Brinkley.
no. But I remember when we first met, you would always go to church on Sundays because that was the thing to do. I mean, all of us always kind of went to church on
My
Sundays. up
mom
until
made
about
me
sophomore
go to
year.
church. I just wanted to come to the Lord on my own terms, and I did. In the gutter in Hammond one day, I looked up and there was Jesus, and I said to him, "I love you, Jesus. I love you."
Okay. That's
I lost
intriguing.
everybody.
Yeah, you did. All right.
It'll be funny.
Coming up in a few moments, we're going to hear the lovely music, the stylings of P-Bone and the Donuts.
Donuts.
And before the show, you're like getting all panicky about, well, I don't know what it is, because we had T-Bone. T-Bone was,
T-bone,
and this is P-Bone.
like triple X, fourple X? Fourple X T-bone. That's my man.
Yeah,
T-bone's posse.
yeah,
I wish he'd come back.
yeah. We all do. I'm just kind
I
of.
miss the old days,
I'm kind of
Greg.
looking for my cue here because I'm not sure if it's time to go or
He
not.
hung himself in the back room. He's not coming out. You got 1 minute.
Okay, thank you. So anyway, friends on Facebook. There was this person that I worked with, and all of a sudden I didn't see their name on my account anymore. So a couple months start passing by, and I'm like, "Did you unfriend me on Facebook?" He said, "Yeah," and I said, "Why?" "Oh, just something you did." And for a moment I was like, "This is really kind of bizarre." And then, have you ever been unfriended on Facebook?
I don't have any friends.
I was unfriended on Facebook, and
I've been poked, and I don't know what poke means. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, poke. That kind of sounds like we're talking about the Pope again.
no. So you get poked, you get friended and unfriended, and
Whoever the lady who's selling all that Tupperware and all the candles, quit giving me that email.
okay.
Wanda Sykes.
Wanda Sykes is sending that stuff.
Yes, what's going on with her?
All right. When we come back,
She's an
we
excellent-
will hear the music of P-Bone and the Donuts.
Yeah!
Right? And we'll be back in just a moment. Thanks for joining us.
Sound check, baby. Yeah!
It's Inside Thornton, the program series that features topics of and about Thornton Township High School.
Hello and welcome to the premiere of Inside Outside Thornton. Yes, this is the program that brings you the things and the people of TTHS. Today on my show we're going to feature a daring guest who's really very popular this year because of his basketball, the way he plays and everything. He's got a unique style. Welcome, Darren.
Never make an empty promise to a Thursday love affair. I live alone. I live in my own little shed. I never laugh. I never step outside of myself. 'Cause when I do, it's always a Thursday love affair. 'Cause when I do, it's always a Thursday love affair. Never make an empty promise to a Thursday love affair. Never start believing, 'cause yesterday really doesn't care. I think of her, I think of the times that we shared. Should I lie to ever think that she could care? 'Cause when you do, it's always a Thursday love affair. 'Cause when you do, it's always a Thursday love affair. Never make an empty promise to a Thursday love affair. Never start believing, 'cause yesterday really doesn't care. I would gladly spend the day with you forever. That would be okay with you. But Amy, I got to know you really care. 'Cause Amy, well, I cannot do a Thursday love affair. Never make an empty promise to a Thursday love affair. Never start believing, 'cause yesterday really doesn't care. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And here it is, a look at Channel 25. When we think of television stations, we think of CBS. CBS, oh yeah, the very station that is going to preempt us for the Winter Olympics. We think of NBC. USA. PBS. BET? Probably not. But that's not the story for Don Crendel, owner and proprietor of Channel 25 here in West Michigan. What is the hardest part about running a small-powered television station, especially it's you and your wife?
Yeah. The hardest part about running a station is getting the fact it's recognized. As I said before, we can't get our programming in the paper. We can't get on cable. They won't let us on cable because they're not the right to what they call it
carriage.
Must carry, not applied to LTV stations. And so we tried to get on cable and they won't let us. So we struggle along the corner here, and we're getting known. Thank you to a few people like yourself.
What do you like most about it?
Well, what we want to do is we want to be able to bring down the high school football games and baseball games in the area here, broadcast so people can see them. And we'd like to get the booster clubs involved. I don't know if that's like something like what the cable companies do, but this way here they can get a sponsor on it and they can actually advertise. I mean, because it is commercial. And we want to become a local carrier for whatever, whatever turns a buck. I like your teeth.
Okay, we are back. I wasn't really sure if we offended enough people tonight.
No, stick around. We'll get the rest of them.
Okay. Now you were asking me. I don't know. I can't. Talk
You never got to tell the unfriending Facebook story.
All right, so what was it? I didn't finish the thought.
Your friend unfriended you, and
Because of something you did.
but he didn't say what you did, or you didn't say, but he said you did.
It was bizarre, and I'm like, what is this about? And well, it was something you did. So it's weird when you know somebody that's on Facebook, and then you know them personally. You know what I'm saying? And you have to come in contact with them, and yeah. So anyway. We are back, and we're talking with Danny and Paul of P-Bone and Donuts, not the Donuts.
Just donuts.
What did I do now?
No, we're thinking about changing it now to P-Bone and the Donuts.
Yeah.
Kind of like Josie and the Pussycats.
Yes. And that's why I thought that cartoons really got bad after Josie and the
They
Pussycats
were
started
pretty
coming
cute.
out. Yeah,
Sure.
I don't know. Now, how long have you guys been together?
Oh, we're not like that. No.
No.
We're really
friends.
good friends. We wrestle sometimes.
No, I mean musically as
masks.
artists.
Our first official gig was
December?
December.
2012.
Yeah, we're new to the. We both have been playing forever, but just not together. We just
started
recently
out-
started playing with each other.
Were you together first, then broke up, then came together?
Then came together.
We started out
What?
just being a video act
Yeah, just shooting videos of songs.
in front of murals, statues.
Yeah.
You know,
What
and
is our? We have a thing on the YouTube. What is it called?
YouTube.com/P-Bone and Donuts.
Right,
I know our YouTube.
Or just peopleanddonuts.com is also good to see the videos.
Oh yeah, P-Boneanddonuts.com.
So we just wanted to be a video group because we thought that's easier, and when you play, by the time you break down, the girls are gone, and you kind of wasted a whole night.
Mm-hmm.
Video, you show the girl the video, she's like, "Woo," and then it's a good thing. So we thought video would be easier. Danny's married, by the way, he has a lovely wife, so none of this works for him.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
But that was the plan. But then we started enjoying each, playing together. We enjoyed playing with each other, and it just took off from there.
Did his wife like that or not? Did his wife approve of that kind of
She's
stuff or
actually
not?
videotaped it.
Did she? So she came to your first performance.
She did. She's been pretty much everything, hasn't she?
Pretty much.
So she comes
Except
out and
this.
supports you. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. So she's kind of like the first roadie that you have.
Yeah, she carries more gear than I do. See, I'm a
That's
musician.
not saying much.
No, I'm a musician from the old school, and by that I mean I find ways to get other people to carry my gear.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice, I carried his guitar in here today.
And I carry the little suitcase with the harmonicas. It's an art form, and every band I've ever played in, I found ways to have guys or girls in some cases carry my gear. Even can I say the word transvestite? I guess I just did. So we my other band did a gig in Milwaukee, and we had the van being unloaded by women of the evening that would turn out weren't women, but they looked pretty good. All points considered. But yeah, so I've had pretty much every group that I can imagine unloading my gear at one point.
Did you have a lot of junk in your trunk, or?
Always a lot of junk in the trunk.
How did you come up with the name Donut?
No, donuts.
Donuts.
Well, he's been Danny.
See, now it's rubbing off because he was saying this earlier. He's like, I'm going to mess this up, and now it's in my head. How many times did I just say not?
Can we get more of that Red Bull up here, please?
I'm Danny Donuts. That's the full name, and we just shortened it. So he's P-Bone, I'm Donuts. How he came up with P-Bone, that's from your rap career, wasn't it?
That's from my days as a hardcore gangster rapper.
You were a gangster rapper?
I was a gangster rapper, and then I realized I was old, fat, and white, and so I went back to playing the acoustic guitar. But he's been donuts. He's got Rolling with Donuts, and he's got a whole career based on the donuts, which is funny because people always see us and they think I'm Donuts. They always
I have
say,
to wear
"He's
the hat."
Donuts."
Oh, and you even have that on your hat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've eaten a few of his hats. It's embarrassing. That's right. But yeah, and we played Abbey Pub a while back, and somebody posted a picture of us, unbeknownst to us, and then they put People in Donuts. And someone said the guitar player must be Donuts. I'm like, nope. You always think it's backwards every time.
Now, is it a Donuts or Doughnut?
Oh, back in the old country, they used to spell it that way, but we shortened it.
Ellis Island took a lot of
they
letters
just,
off.
Americanized it, shortened it. The old country being, of course, Hungary and Greece. Greece.
okay.
Because if you're hungry, Greece is always a good place to start.
Well, donuts are fried in Greece. That's where I was going.
Have you had that name all your life?
Actually, my grandparents owned a bakery in Ottawa, Illinois, Spence's Bakery. So I was sort of born into the whole. Thank you. Let's hear it up for Spence's. Yeah, and then back the old Lithuanian name is similar to donut, so it was a family nickname, and I just sort of inherited it between my father's family nickname and my mother's family business, Danny Donuts.
Oh, okay. And you were bonding with Mike, our sound engineer.
Well, he's a big fan. Yeah. I find out. Yeah, that I have a music.
Oh,
comedy.
Yeah, we go way back with the. He said something with McCartney. The Beatles.
The Beatles. Yeah, I inspired the Beatles to come together as a group. So, no, I perform at the Fest for Beatles fans every year, and I do music comedy. And then with P-Bone and Donuts, I just sort of like let him have the spotlight, and I just blow the harp.
Yeah. Did you ever do a Steve Lawrence with? I gotta have a lozenge. I gotta have a lozenge. I love Steve Lawrence. I've been watching quite a bit of Steve and Edie on Facebook.
Yeah, they're current.
Not Facebook, on YouTube.
YouTube them. That's.
I love. Some of this stuff is just amazing. What's out there right now. So what's coming up with you guys?
We are in consideration for the White Sox second stage. We're Sox fans because we like Major League Baseball.
That was a slam on the Cubs, who Scotty did not offend yet.
Oh, that's right. Now we've got everybody. We've got the Cub fans, got the trannies, got the nuns. Who else?
The Pope.
The Pope.
Okay.
Smells like potpourri, that guy.
Anyway, you got a benefit coming up.
Benefit coming up in Harwood Heights, and some more videos. I have an audition for a television series based on Hamlet, so I might be doing some Hamlet.
All right.
Or green eggs in Hamlet.
He's a thespian.
I like girls.
I want to remind you once again that The Greg Show is on every Wednesday night here on Comcast, Channel 18 in the western suburbs of Chicago, as well as on YouTube. Just go ahead and do the search of Greg Struss. We are going to take it away with P-Bone and Donuts. Greg Struss, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.
My father told me, boy, you don't know nothing. My father said, you ain't been nowhere. So he laughed at me, boy, you just were talking. Then he walked away and left me standing here. He walked away and left me standing right here. Done it all, she said. She really hadn't done anything. So I asked her again. She really hadn't done anything. And I said, I've done right, I've done wrong, I've done some good as far as I can tell. I've done things should have scared me, been in heaven and I've been through hell.